Over the past decade, Atlus has been known to include DLC demons or personas that have fundamentally changed the balance of their games. Satan in Soul Hackers 2, Kaguya in the original Persona 5, Cleopatra— whoa, wait, how did that get in there? But the one that has become synonymous with the power of these additions is Persona 5 Royal's Izanagi no Okami Pikoro, who had a move so game-breaking that people have beaten this 100-hour JRPG using only him in just 19 hours. So when Persona 3 Reload's DLC personas were announced, many were curious how the lineup would compare to Ino Pikoro. Would they be better? Or would the country maker remain on top? Well, in my humble opinion, Atlus somehow managed to create a persona on the same level as Ino Pikoro. A persona so powerful that their unique skill has the potential to blow myriad truths out of the water. And that persona's name is Cendrillon. Yup, that's right. The game's Ino Pikoro equivalent is somehow not the strongest option available. That honor goes to Cendrillon, the persona of P5R's student called Yoshizawa. And in this video, I will demonstrate why that's the case, in addition to how you can build and customize her to your liking. So without further ado, let's get into the guide. To understand what makes Cendrillon so powerful, there are two things I have to go over: the changes Reload makes to physical attacks, and her unique skill. Starting with the former, the Persona series hard conditions players more than any other SMT game to target elemental weaknesses, as most bosses will have them without fail. Magic can also be boosted through skills called boosts and amps, which increase their power by 25 and 50% respectively, and these skills stack on top of each other for a total of a 75% damage increase. With a few key exceptions, Hasatobi, Ryuji's trait. This disincentivizes players from using physical attacks, as they don't receive the same benefit. Well, Persona 3 Reload changes that, as physical skills now have boosts and amps. But not only that, critical hit rate also now has boosts and amps, whereas before they only had the skill Apt Pupil to double the rate. Also a few other skills in Persona 5 that are very niche. This is demonstrated masterfully by what people are saying is the actual most powerful persona in the game, Siegfried. Siegfried innately learns the high crit sword skill Brave Blade, and the booster skills Slash Amp and Critical Hit Amp, and the amount of extra damage provided by these skills is overwhelming, especially if you add the other booster skills and Apt Pupil. As such, he'll be the basis for how we fuse Cendrillon. Starting with Siegfried, there are myriad ways you can fuse him, and I'll link his page on the fusion calculator in the description. How you fuse him though doesn't matter. The only thing that does is Brave Blade, Slash Amp, and Crit Amp. It also helps if you have the Strength Social link, there we go, max, so you can cut the amount of time needed to learn these skills. Now to fuse Cendrillon, simply take Siegfried and fuse him with the low-level persona Principality. Making sure that the star social link is high enough, pass along Brave Blade, Slash, and Crit Amp, and whatever other skills you want. Now that we made her, you might be asking, okay, why am I trading a level 60 persona for a level 41? Well, that all comes down to her unique skill, Slash Driver. All the DLC personas in Pack 1 have unique skills that boost their respective element by 75%. These all stack with boosts and amps, meaning that we can add an additional 75% on top of that number. With some rearrangements, you can make a Cendrillon that looks like this. As you can see, amazing. And I'm wearing an accessory that gives me slash boost so I can free up a skill slot. What I personally chose to fill with it is Angelic Grace, to take advantage of Cendrillon's high evasion stat. But you can fill it with Resist Dark, Vidya Raha's Blessing, Charge, Auto Rebellion, Enduring Soul, or anything else you feel is appropriate. Alright, now for a demonstration. We're up against the first Tartarus Guardian on the top floors. I take the first action the protagonist has to charge up, and then 3,400 damage without crit. I tried the fight again with an uncharged crit, and it deals 2,100 damage. If I had charged that up, that could have easily done 5,000 damage. Well, that's it for today's video. I hope you learned something about damage formulas and how to optimize your personas. If you like what you saw here, consider liking and subscribing to build a community, and if you like this, I have some more interesting persona builds I'd love to share. Until next time, this is Japanator, signing off. By the way, if you were wondering why a level 50 persona is almost capped in strength, gaming.